What's up, you guys? Today we're going to go over how you're going to launch in your group, how to evergreen your launch. So if you're just jumping in and you're joining us, we are going to start right on the hour in about 5 minutes. Enjoy the trailer. I'm going to go ahead and share with you the screen and play one of our event trailers for you. We are having an event that's coming up in about 2 weeks. Go ahead and enjoy the trailer and see you in 5 minutes.
There is actually like a really beautiful kind of background hum of actually like some real legitimate love, and I perceive some long-lasting friendships will come of it.
This event was phenomenal.
It's been a blast.
I saw a lot more than just another business event, and I saw a community.
Can't think of anything to complain about. The whole experience is just awesome.
The number one benefit of coming to events like this is the ability to connect with other people who share values.
It's not just what she does, it's how she does it.
Each and every single event that Kim has, she just takes it to the next level.
The network is just insane.
The things that come of this will change the world.
What I felt was really cool is that I felt included.
This experience has been an absolute delight.
At the end of the day, life's about doing what you enjoy with people you love. This entire weekend has been significant to getting to connect with other people in the space, seeing really what's possible across all the different facets of how you build a business.
Immediately I fell in love with her personality, and I knew that she really knew what she was talking about, and this was what I needed to take my business to the next level.
Group Convert Live was a little bit different from other events that I've attended because we kind of moved between the strategic and the tactical, and in part because there were some surprising cool events that were in the area.
They've helped me realize the essentials to a business that is rooted in collaborations with other individuals. And I'm so thankful that here you just have so many individuals bringing ideas to the table to collaborate and create great things in this world that make an impact.
I'm so eternally grateful for everything that Kim does. She comes from the heart, and she truly, truly cares about not just the actual results in the business, but the experience of that itself.
Kim's team, everyone here is super friendly. The food is awesome. The special show that she arranged for us, can't think of anything to complain about. The whole experience is just awesome.
We had a beautiful, interactive, colorful drum experience that has to be seen, to be believed and understood.
One of my favorite moments of being here is just, I don't know, I love people. I get a high out of hanging out with people, and there's some really good people here. I'm a little bit older than everybody else, and so I'm thinking, God, everything's so complicated, but it's not, and they make it easy. They make it look so easy, and they actually walk you through how it is easy.
There's nothing that is more powerful than being in the face-to-face energy of people who are working in the same direction to accomplish things. Maybe not in the same direction in terms of what they're trying to do and how they're accomplishing it, but everybody's moving towards success.
I would just recommend that anybody who gets invited to anything by Kim, I think if you take it up, you will be very, very pleased and very happy in the short, medium, and long term.
The event was really strong. It was definitely more than I thought. Cool way to spend a weekend, learn a little bit about marketing funnels. It was much, much bigger, much, much more comprehensive than that, and I'm glad to have come.
If you can catch Kim's next live, go for it, because it's totally worth it.
And I'm so excited for the next events, and I can't wait to join you.
All right, let's go. Who is here? Who here is super excited to learn how to launch into your group, to evergreen your launch? Some of you guys want to go live. Some of you guys want to do evergreen. Give me an E for evergreen and give me an L if you are launching live next. All right. With that said, couple of house rules. If you're not caught up yet and you want access to all the replays, drop the word replay in the chat, and my team and I will send you the direct link for the replay. All right. With that said, we have our last VIP session today. It's going to be an hour earlier. It's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So write that down, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hashtag VIP. So you're invited into the special VIP Zoom room. I'm going to literally give you the share funnel, the snapshot on how do you automate your training. I'm going to give you our Evergreen share funnel just by showing up. So go ahead and hashtag VIP, tag a friend that might benefit from they've been launching live for a long time and they want to figure out how to turn it into an evergreen launch. All right. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and dive right on into this. Couple of announcements. Congratulations to Dr. Aaron, who enrolled with us inside of our implementation program, Group Convert Ignite. Woot! Congratulations. We now have 9 spots left for our implementation program. Cart just opened yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and have the scroller scroll underneath. If you are planning to join us for our implementation program, the link is right below, and I'm going to get into the training for today. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Type 1 if you can hear me pretty well. Type 2 if you can see my slides, and type 12 if you can hear me and see my slides. All right. Who has attended all the VIP trainings? Give yourself a pat on the back. All right. I love seeing your faces live in the implementation sessions. Remember, in the morning, we learn together. The morning is when we learn. The evening at 4 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time, is when we're going to implement together. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and install your Evergreen funnel. If you guys are really interested in being able to do that, in having an Evergreen share funnel, Evergreen snapshot, whether you have Go High Level or ClickFunnels, and you want to be able to just grab that resource so that you can send people into an Evergreen launch for your group, then go ahead and hashtag VIP below in the chat, and we're going to send you that special Zoom room invitation. Okay. With that said, today I'm going to go into how do you automate your launch and how to get certified in terms of monetizing from your groups to help other groups. How many of you guys have stumbled upon a gold mine? Give me a G in the chat for gold. By the way, this training is free for you. All I ask is that you move with me, all right? You comment back, you interact back with me. First of all, so I don't look like a crazy lady yelling into a camera. But second of all, it's my belief that movement equals magic. It's not a coincidence that you're here with me today. I don't believe in those coincidences. I believe that the series of events of your life led you here for a reason. And so I don't want us to sit hunched over your laptop, right? You're like, okay, it's time to learn. You're all hunched over with your back craning. No, I want us to sit in a powerful way, stand in a powerful way, move with me, type 1, type 2, interact back with me so that we have that movement, we have that momentum, and it leads to magic. Okay. If you remember from yesterday, we talked about your offer and why Facebook groups are the #1 best way to grow your online income. Just a little bit about me. If you're just jumping in, you have no idea who I am. My name is Kim. I'm the daughter of poor immigrant parents. I hung out with the wrong crowd and drove them a little bit crazy. The first company I launched was a wrecking yard, an auto chop shop, because I was good at breaking cars apart. Since I decided I was too smart for the hard labor of 3 years of that, and I started switching over, transitioning over to the online world. How many of you guys are in transition right now? Give me a T. You are transitioning from the local world. You're not able to really take advantage of what it looks like to be all online. And you want to know what that looks like. So that's what happened to me. I transitioned over. I've since made over 4 million in online sales. I won several awards for my effort. I'm the founder of Group Convert and the creator of the gold rule of the group sales method. And so today we're going to go over L. L is the launch engine that allows you to quickly and easily create a surge of product sales and cash flow continuously, even if you have 0 social proof right now. By show of hands, let me know, how many testimonials do you have right now? How many testimonials and social proof do you have right now? Because even if you have 0, give me a 0 if it's a big fat 0. You can still launch. You can still launch. All right. We're going to talk about the 3 launch personas. We're going to talk about the bulletproof income engine and why, yes, you can. So who is ready to learn how to launch? Who is ready to learn how to launch? Who is ready to learn how to launch? And I want you to take a moment here and close your eyes and just imagine this, okay? Imagine having peace of mind because your calendar year is mapped out with your launches. You know exactly when, how, where, and what way you'll launch, whether that's live or that's evergreen. Imagine having location independence. No location, you have a teeny team or no team. Your team can be very small and lean, and you have big profits because you run your launch from anywhere in the world as long as you have stable internet. Imagine having more consistent cash flow from your automating your launches and not starting from zero every single month. Some of our clients, like Ryan Cron, he runs his launches twice a month completely on autopilot with 2 virtual assistants. We call them launch assistants. Imagine having your premium members renew with you year 2, year 3 with your launch consistent engine, right? Maybe you already know this is all possible, but we know so many who haven't found success on their own. Give me a yes or give me a yes in the chat. Give me a Y in the chat. If you saw people knowing a lot of things, but they just haven't found success on their own. They're trying. Maybe that might be you. If you're looking around, you're like, oh, that's me. Imagine no longer having to spend money on paid traffic to a launch that doesn't even convert and thinking, is this you? You're like, if I build it, they will come. And you build it and they're not coming. Or stopping short of the finish line and not completing the race and never starting your group launch engine at all. In today's lesson, you'll learn how to avoid all of that, okay? No more losing a ton of money on paid traffic the gurus tell you to spend and sending them to a Facebook group that doesn't even convert. No more crickets. It's time to convert your launches. And no more feeling like you have to build out a million modules and perfect everything before you even get to launch. How many of you guys are like, should I spend 10 plus 20 plus hours, months? Some of you guys are like, I spent 6 months building this out and you haven't even launched yet. So no more doing that. By the end of today's training, you'll know that you can, number 1, get clients and have cash on hand before building out a launch. Number 2, you don't have to overcomplicate your launch. You can do it effortlessly and with low tech. Number 3, you can get excited when Facebook group members become buyers without you having to run a ton of paid ads or having to DM a ton of people. And you can do it all even if you're just launching without, makeup, without just from the comfort of your own place. How many of you guys have ever witnessed one of our clients? She took a picture of her launch and guess what it looked like? She's like, Kim, this is my setup. She was at a hotel. It was her laptop on top of a little desk, And she had her hotel lamp. She didn't even have like a setup. She has her hotel lamp next to her laptop on one side and another hotel lamp on the other side. And that was her lighting. And her launch was $50,000. She enrolled 5 clients into a 10K offer. And she's like, Kim, this is what my launch looks like. And that's Lonnie. And I'm like, good for you. Today, I'm going to give you a step-by-step process for turning your launch engine on so you don't have to worry about all the stuff we just talked about, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and reshare back to the screen here, the slides. Let me know if you see my slides. Type 2 if you see my slides. Type 2 if you see my slides. All right, so we're going to I like naming launches with personas, okay? Kind of like Adam and Eve. There are names to things, okay? So the AIM launch is, let me know which launch you resonate the most with, because I'm going to go over the top 3 launches that I've seen successfully convert well. Are you guys ready for me to dive into that? The top 3 types of launches that converts really well for groups, right? Get the golden nuggets, all right? So we're going to go into AE5. Write this down. This is the top 3 launch engine personas that work. AE5. Okay, type that down in the chat. What is A? If you are AIM Launch Amy, AIM Launch Adam, give me an A in the chat if you resonate the most with this type of persona. If you're like, yeah, I'm AIM Launch Amy. AIM Launch is Ask, Interview, and Masterclass. This type of launch, you don't even need to deliver. you don't even have to deliver this type of launch. You're just the host. How many of you guys are like, can someone else teach this stuff for me? Can someone else teach this to my people? So this is what you can do. Jeff Miller, my friend, he's amazing at this AIM launch method. Okay. If you, with his group, first, what he does is he asks them, hey, do you guys need this? Do you guys need that? What are you guys looking for? In polls. And he's just asking people. They respond with, yeah, I want that. That's something that I want. Based on them saying that they want the thing, he goes and hunts down, he even crowdsources from his audience, from his Facebook group, who to hunt down to interview. Now, some of you guys are interviewing people willy-nilly, right? Give me an eye if you're just interviewing people left and right, random, just randomly. You're like, huh, can I interview you? And they're like, sure. And then they just show up, you interview, and then they leave, and then that's it. So here's where the shift is going to happen. Here's where the golden nuggets will happen for you guys. All right. You paying attention? You guys with me? You still with me? It's like 11 minutes in. You still with me? So here's the cool thing. Here's the shift. Okay. Pay attention now. He doesn't interview willy-nilly. So when someone goes and requests to be interviewed in his group, or he finds someone to interview, he takes them through a 4-step process. Step 1, he's like, hey, let's figure out some bullet points together so that we could create a hype post. Step 2, he creates a hype post about the interview before the interview happens. Step 3, he's like, all right, during the interview, you're going to give the interviewee will give away strategy sessions, 3 strategy sessions, so that those who show up feel special. And step 4, he's like, here are the next steps. Something that we can do together after I interview you is that we can create a paid masterclass together. So he tells the people that he interviews to come into the group and engage a few days before. Comment on posts, comment on things, because the algorithm of groups allow us to get that notification if people comment on our stuff, right? We see them in our feed if they do that. And vice versa, they see us in their feed if they do that, right? So with that said, the interview, he interviews. After the interview, look what happens, okay? Now that his group knows, like, and trusts the person that he interviews for the expertise that they bring, then he creates a offer post. Have you guys ever seen an offer post? Give me a 1 if yes, give me a 2 if no. Offer post is, the offer is just straight up right there. And then they have to go and engage with the post in order to get the link to purchase the masterclass, to purchase the offer. So let me know if you've ever seen an offer post. Type 1 if you have, type 2 if not. This is the exact same offer post. If you're going to take a screenshot, this is the exact same offer post format that we use for masterclasses, paid masterclasses. And he makes around $8,000 to $10,000 a month on someone else teaching his people, not him, someone else teaching his people. So now he has an offer post. He's like, hey guys, you like that interview? Well, we are going to go and we have a whole masterclass together that's step by step. You get all of this, you get the replays. If you like that, go ahead and heart this post. So he asked them to engage with him. Heart this post, like the button, and then say, give me the masterclass below. Let's make you some money is his call to action. And he has 292 comments here. Guess what? All these people they're like, okay, let's go buy it. It's only $97 for the masterclass. He makes $8,000 to $10,000 a month. He runs his masterclass once a month. So do you guys see yourself being AIM launch, Amy, AIM launch, Adam? Give me a Y in the yes. If, yeah, you have the ability to go and interview someone. And instead of just interviewing randomly, you're going to have them engage with your group, put them to work, engage with your group beforehand. And then once they get interviewed, then you can create a paid masterclass together where you can have 100 people paying you $97. That's $9,700 on, not bad, on 1 hour of work, right? That you don't even do the work. So let me know if this resonates with you. All right. With that said, well, let's switch gears. Is it okay if I switch gears? The next type of launch is more evergreen. It's a more evergreen launch. This is one of the evergreen launches that we teach our clients. If you guys want the share funnel, want the flow, plug and play of an evergreen launch, share funnel or Ignite snapshot, or snapshot for Go High Level, which is like the whole funnel plug and play. Hashtag VIP, show up to the VIP session today at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's an hour earlier than the VIPs that we've been holding. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you'll get the plug and play snapshot. You'll get the plug and play share funnel for your evergreen launch for your group. Okay. With that said, this is the way we do it in a bot-centric way. Okay. So one of my clients, he gets 10,000 new people coming into his group every single week. Organic, no ads. If you guys know that many people are coming into your group or a group or, you know, your friends group, your colleagues group, someone, and they're like, well, I don't know how to monetize this. This is a flow that you can deploy. So from the Facebook group, Group Convert is installed. Group Convert will get their email. When you get their email, Group Convert also sends the first message to the member in your group as they're joining in as well. And that first message could say, hey, and by the way, his group is about gangster quotes. So it's like, hey, welcome to the gangster quote. Welcome to the gangster life. Who's your favorite gangster? They're clicking on a link that sends them into having a conversation with a bot. The bot takes them through a quiz. The quiz spits out a result in order based on their answers. And they said, oh, my favorite gangster is my mom. My favorite gangster is Al Capone. My favorite gangster is, you know. Let me know who is your favorite gangster right now in the chat. Who is your favorite gangster? It could be you. You're like, I'm my favorite gangster. Could be your dad. Could be your mom. Could be an actual real gangster. And then the quiz sends them into a Shopify print-on-demand store. So all the swag, all the t-shirts, all the mugs, all the things have a picture of their favorite gangster. What are the chances that they will buy this after they go and fill out the quiz if it's custom to their answer? And you can apply this for cookies. You can apply this for journals. You can apply this for your program. You can apply this for physical and digital products. Are you guys starting to see that? Are you guys starting to see how this is possible for you as well? Do you see this? Type 1 in the chat if you're like, well, yeah, if I can grab their email from the 3 questions of the group, they're coming on in, they're gonna send a message right away because Group Convert can send a message as well that looks like you, sends them into a quiz. The quiz spits out a result. The result sends them into the next step for them. All right. So that's one way in which you can evergreen your group because there's no human interaction and there's complete evergreen. All right. All right. The third launch. So if you're Evergreen Eve, Evergreen Evie, give me an E. If you're like that type of launch resonates with me, Kim. The third one is 5-day challenge Charlie, 5-day challenge Cheyenne. Okay. 5-day challenge Charlie. If you're a 5-day challenge Charlie, give me a C. So the reason why this type of training works so well, whether you keep it at 5 days, condense it to 3 days, or condense it to 1 day, the messaging is still essentially the same. What this does is it taps into the law of diffusion of innovation. If you're like, what, Kim? We're going to get a little bit more sciencey right now. You guys ready for some science? You guys ready to learn the law? Give me an L if you're like, I'm going to sound smart later on today telling people about this law. So have you guys ever been to an in-person event? Have you guys been into a conference and then they have a person in the front and that person in the front is pitching from stage? Type 1 if you've ever experienced that yourself. Like you're like, yeah, I experienced that. I went to a conference and I saw people talk and then they have an offer in the front of the stage. Okay. So why 5-day challenges work really well with groups is because a group is essentially a virtual room. A group is a virtual room filled with people for the one reason and one reason only. They're there for one purpose. You guys are all in this group for one purpose, for this training. to monetize your group. So the group can get filled up with the right people because there's a messaging that's like, hey, this is a training coming up. Get in if you are this. Don't get in if you're not this, right? If you're not this type of person, then this training won't be for you. So it adds this layer of filtering. Now, when you are inviting your people into working more closely with you, it becomes a warm invitation to work with you, not a hard pitch. And so often we have pitch fatigue, right? We have so many people trying to sell us something online. So this positions you as not someone like trying to, pitch people, but it positions you as the very next step in their journey, and that you're just a warm invitation away from the life they could live, the results they could have, the clients they could have, the monetization that they could acquire for themselves. So why this works so well is back to that law, because 3 to 5% of your people will be the innovators, and about 13% of your audience are early adopters. They are already a yes before they even jumped into your training. They've already decided that this is something that they're going to do before they even hear you talk, before they even hear your message. Okay? Because they're ready. They're just looking for a solution. So let's do the math. If you convert 3 to 5% of your audience, because they're already a yes, and you fill up your group, your training with 300 people, let's say, that's around 9 to 15 clients. 9 clients for a mid-tier 5K offer is $45,000. 15 clients, which is 5% of the group, on a 5K offer is $75,000. So when you hear these stories or you witness Facebook group launches that are doing $50,000 in 5 days, is not too far-fetched, because it's group enrollment in a short period of time, and it's just a warm invitation to come and work with you. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Give me a Y in the chat for yes, if yes. And by the way, this training is free. All I ask is that you engage back with me. Is that okay? Because movement equals what? Movement equals magic. Movement equals momentum. Let's not scrunch over your laptop, your computer here, or your phone. Let's make sure you move, okay? So if you're here and you're listening, if you're sitting, whether you're sitting or standing, stand up and put your hands up in the air in an X pose. And if you're like, oh, that's silly, Kim, then do it in your chair. Sit down in your chair and put your hand out like this, like into an X, or if you're sitting, a V. And I want you to reach as far into the sky as possible as you can. And then I want you to turn to your left. And then I want to turn to your right. I want you to rotate your shoulders. And you're like, Kim, what are you doing? Well, this is to get your momentum and movement going. And then I want you to take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Shake yourself. All right, you guys with me? Hashtag with me if you're still with me. So now with AI, you can have literally every single word of your challenge or training scripted out, all scripted out. And you can record it without going live. And now with AI, you can also have every customer question answered using bots as well, intelligently. So what ends up happening, what we have observed, is that clients will come in, have a small, tiny group, like Lindsay and Brian. Their group was only 57 people. That's it. They did $5,000 on 57 people on day one of their launch, even before their invitation, even before they present their offer. Christopher Blakeman did 40K on his first launch, 30 days into the program, on a 4K offer, and 10 people said yes. Mandy did almost 4,000 cash collected on a health program. Rochelle, she teaches people how to have a photography business. This is her very first time. She made her first $10,000 online. She became a Kajabi hero because she just ran a photography business all her life. And when she met us, she's like, Kim, can I utilize groups to teach? I said, yeah. This is a method that you can use. The 5-day challenge Charlie method. Sharon Cecilia, they did 41K. Guess what? On a group of only 70 people. Just 70 people. And Molly did 40,000 in 2 weeks on, guess what? A group of only 20 people. Of only 20 people. So you don't need a huge group. You just need a group that's filled with the right people. And do you guys agree with me? Are you guys starting to see that? Type 1 in the chat if you agree with me. And type 2 if you're like, no, Kim, you need thousands in order to do anything. Well, this is a way for you to see it differently. But what's really important is this is not about us so much as about the people we're helping. It's not about me so much as about you. It's not about you so much as about your group members. Because what we don't want to do is have them go down that red path. What if they don't enroll with you? What happens to them? What if they don't get the help that you know you have? That's the more dangerous route, right? That's the route where you're just letting them go. So let's recap what we learned about the launch engine so far, okay? The top 3 launch engine personas are what? Say it with me. Are you A, E, or 5? A is aim launch Amy, aim launch Adam. Type A if that's you. If you are E, Evergreen Eden, Evergreen Eve, type E. And if you are 5-day challenge Charlie, 5-day challenge Cheyenne, or 3 days, or some of you guys are like, what about 3 days? What about 2 days? Concept is still very much the same. You're saying the exact same thing, but you're just condensing it in a few days, okay? So you can launch in a small group and profit big. You don't need to have a huge group. It can be 20 people. It can be 30. You learned how and why a 5-day challenge is the #1 way to convert group members because of the law of what? Give me an L if you remember what that law is. The law of diffusion of innovation. It says that 3 to 5% of people are early adopters. They will say yes. They have already made up their mind even before they enter your training. Okay? Because they're searching for a solution no matter who that person is, no matter what that solution exactly looks like. They're already in that search. Are you guys starting to see this? Type 1 if you're starting to see this, and type 0 if you're like, this is all over my head, Kim. And so it lets us do some math. Let's do some math here. I know, I'm Asian, but I'm not good at math by the way, you guys. If you're like, Kim, you're Asian, so it's easy for you to do math. I use a calculator, okay? Let's do math. $30 a month. If you're like, Kim, I want to stick to my low ticket membership and I want to sell in volume. I said, okay, we can do that. Let's do the math. $30 a month, let's say. You need 100 people to make $3,000. I know some of you guys, 3,000 is a lot. And others, 3,000 won't even pay the bills, right? Let me know what camp are you in. Are you in camp 1 where 3K is like, oh, that's great if I do 3K. And then camp 2, type 2, if you're like, man, Kim, I need much more than 3K. But let's say you have a 10K offer. Remember, my hand, like when I first offered a 10K offer, my hands were shaking when I was holding the phone. My hands were shaking when they were giving me their card. When a client signed up, I was shaking. So it's not normal for me. When I first started, I was scared out of my mind because I'm like, oh my gosh, someone's paying me this amount. I'm going to have to sell my soul, right? Like I have to like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. And then once you get through it, it becomes more and more okay. It becomes natural. And then it becomes like, of course. What the solution I have, of course, it's worth well more than this. So let's say your offer is 10K. You only need 5 people to do 50K. Just 5. That's why some of my clients, they make $50,000 in 5 days and they get really excited because they got 5 people in, right? to their program where they can genuinely help them. But it's definitely not working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. It's definitely not that. Because you're no longer trading your time. How many of you guys are a fan of that? Like a fan of that shift? A fan of the shift of the value of time, how time has shifted from the 1800s to the 1900s. Remember Adam Smith's theory of value? Do you guys remember the history I gave you? You're like, Kim, your training has some history, has some science. I'm doing math. Where am I? Am I back in high school? All right. So do you see that all you need is one group that's automated, one good offer, which we went over yesterday, and a launch engine, which we touched upon today, for you to do this. That's all you need. So who here feels excited? And is it okay if I go over my Ignite offer and invite you into what it looks like to work more closely with us, with me and my team in the next couple minutes? Yeah. Are you excited? Who here is ready? Are you all in, full out? Remember, our group members and our clients, we are the client we attract. We are the energy we attract. So the people you help are your past people, right? It's who you are in your past. You are the client you attract. When you're all in, full out, you will get all in, full out clients. When you're like, I'll think about it, you're gonna discover. You're like, oh man, I don't know why I get a lot of people who keep saying they'll think about it. Like, I don't understand, but you're thinking about it, right? So we are the energy we attract, right? Do you guys believe in that? Do you believe in energy? Give me an E in the chat if you genuinely believe that there is a frequency to you, there's an energy to you, that when you walk into a room, people can feel it, right? There's a shift in the air. That when you go and you start communicating with another person, that they feel you feel them, right? Let me know you believe in that energy. I believe in that energy. I believe strongly in that energy. So that's why for me, I invest in myself fully. I'm just consistently invested. Because here's the reason why. They will feel how congruent you are with your messaging when you are yourself aligned with seeking out help yourself, right? So with that said, welcome to the Group Convert Ignite 12 Weeks Collective for the next 12 weeks of your life. Let's get it, okay? What we're going to do with your group and what I'm going to give you is my group traffic explosion and profile optimization training. I'll show you traffic strategies to have more leads than you can handle organically from your perfect group funnel and create a clear path to purchase. That's a value of $9,997. I'll show you exactly how you're going to fill up your group with the right people, okay? So the questions, the pin post, the value post pipeline, the description will set up your group the right way, and then we'll show you how to pull people in from other groups, pull people in from people online, from other platforms to fill up your group with the right people. With that said, not only do you get the group traffic explosion profile optimization training, you get my irresistible offer creation framework. It's a step-by-step guide to creating high-value offers that attract buyers and convert regardless of price. And that's the value of $4,997. Just like yesterday, Dr. Aaron enrolled with us. Congratulations, Dr. Aaron. Super excited to work with you. Because the offer made sense. And that's what we're going to do with you. We go and we look through our offer vault and we figure out exactly what offers convert. And if your offer is not converting right now, you get a one-on-one sit down with my team to restructure your offer in a way that doesn't burn you out to deliver. Are you guys on board with that? Are you on board with no burnout upon delivery? Give me a B if you're on board in the chat. So not only do you get the group traffic explosion and profile optimization training, my irresistible offer creation framework, you get my 30-day content accelerator. It's the exact copy, compelling posts and engagement sequences we use before launch and posting to promote sales. You don't have to think about what to post, how to post it. We show you how to do that. And you can schedule it out. So not only do you get my group traffic explosion profile optimization training, we fill up your group with the right people. You get my irresistible offer creation framework. You have access to an offer vault, so you'll know exactly what offers convert one to many, especially for group coaching if you're burnt out from one-on-one. You also get my 30-day content accelerator, so you know exactly what posts to post and you can schedule it out. You get my showcase event strategy and launch engine, which is a roadmap to selling one to many and hosting profitable virtual events that convert like dang. The value of that is $2,997. I can say dang because, you know, that's my last name. And this showcase event strategy and launch engine gives you consistent sales even if you're an introvert, like Tyler. Within 2 weeks, he did 66,000. That's 13 people saying yes to a 5K offer. Within 2 months, he did over 100,000. Within 3 months, he did 150,000. And in 4 months, he did over 250,000 to a dead group, to the same group that he told me was dead. Similar to Adam, who did no slides. He was like, Kim, I don't like any slides. I'll just talk. Just tell me what to say. On his first launch, he did 50,000. On his second, he did 75. Jamie did not do any launch, still collected $12,500 from her group. And Oliver runs a real estate agency. He did 17K on his first pitch. Sarah Cecilia do energy healing. They did 41,000 in 5 days with a small group of 70 people. Lambert Koo did 250,000 in 5 days. How many of you guys would love to be able to even get close to 250,000 in 5 days? Right? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're like, oh man, even if I get close to that, I would be happy. And this is Lan, and Lan's like, thank you, Kim. New year will be fantastic. And here's Lonnie Cabral. No tech. She has a Venmo link. We just told her what to say into a group, into 57 people. 57 people showed up to listen to her. 2 people said yes to her 10K offer that we crafted together. She didn't even have that before. And she launched in 2 weeks. Imagine doing $21,000 on one day because we gave you the exact thing to say. We showed you exactly what to do. And in one day, you make $21,000 without tech. Lonnie is in her 60s and her niche is senior care. Okay. And Colin, he spent over $50,000 on coaching and consulting that didn't even work. He sold nothing until he met us. And we're like, oh, you're in the fitness and coaching niche. Okay, we already have a fitness and coaching offer format that works, that converts at 20% conversion too. We gave him the exact slides for it. He just like tweaked it a little bit to make it his own. And they did $27,000 in 9 days. Cash collected. This is not revenue. This is cash. And they told us that for the first time in their journey of being coaches, they actually see a scalable model that will work. Okay. So what we've discovered with this, with what you get with us, is that this works with SEO, this works with no code app field, this works for photography, fitness, this works for men's empowerment, teaching women's dating, contortionism, business coaching, call center. If you don't teach anything, you have like a physical call center. Facebook ads, you teach Facebook ads, or you teach energy healing, you teach trauma healing. Let me know which niche resonates with you right now. What is your niche? Health, wealth, or relationship? This is Jason doing affiliate marketing, Julian doing Python coding, Jacob Williams doing high ticket education, Antoinette with real estate, Brianna is a relationship coach, Nicole Propellant is a web design and consulting agency. She also invests in real estate. Justin Connor teaches real estate, and Oliver Bohr has a real estate agency. So you get exactly step-by-step what it looks like for you to launch virtually one-to-many convert from the comfort of your own home, as long as you have a laptop. So not only do you get the group traffic explosion profile optimization training, my irresistible offer creation framework, the 30-day content accelerator, my showcase event strategy and launch engine, you get my winning 5-day challenge template. You get the exact slides, the process, including the funnel, the emails, and the follow sequences I use to clear well over 4 million. And that's a value of $997. You get the exact funnel plug and play for the winning 5 days, as well as all the slides. And we have access and templatetize all the slides of our converting clients' launches. So when you come in, you get the vault. How easy would it be for you to convert and get clients if you knew the exact blueprint that others have used to consistently monetize utilizing their group in a live way and evergreen? All right. Well, how does that sound for you guys? Give me a Y and a yes if so far this resonates with you. You're like, oh my gosh, Kim, this is amazing. So not only do you get the group traffic explosion profile optimization training, my irresistible offer creation framework, the 30-day content accelerator, my showcase event strategy and launch engine, my winning 5-day challenge template, you get my high-ticket $1 million selling system. It's a coordinated attack on new customer acquisition and re-engaging your existing audience to drive new sales each and every day. If you have like, hey, Kim, I have an existing group. How do I reactivate this? We give you reactivation campaigns to go ahead and reactivate your dead group. And we show you how to fill up your group with new people. Colin told me one of the huge benefits of our program is we showed him how to fill up his group with new people. So it's not always the same people all the time. And you walk away as a certified group monetization coach because Facebook group owners are paying people to help them monetize their group. Essentially, we have more customers than we can ever hope to serve in this lifetime. And we want to share the secret sauce with you. We want to make sure that when you go through this program, you can walk away. Not only are you earning income, but you walk away having the knowledge to share this with others. If you happen to stumble upon a friend, a colleague, a person with a huge group, and they're doing absolutely nothing about it. And here are the stats. In 2010, there are 610 million Facebook group owners out there. Now it's 2024. I don't know how many Facebook groups there are now, but definitely more than 610 million that will need your help. Right? Not all of them. I'm not saying all 610 will be like, I want to monetize my group. Some groups, very funnily, have you guys heard about that group that just has ants? There's a group on Facebook that is literally an ant colony, like humans pretending to be ants. That's it. And there's over 2 million people in there just posting ant thoughts, just pretending to be part of an ant colony. So those groups exist. I don't know if they want to monetize their community, and there are plenty of smaller groups that will want to. They're doing nothing about it, right? And some of you guys are like me. That's me. I'm one of those, right? All right. And the way in which we deliver this is you learn all this and more on a done-for-you presentation success call. So we sit down with you on the first call. We figure out, what are you going to say? How are you going to say it? You can record it, pre-record it if you're super shy. Or you can go live like Adam with no slides. He's just like, let's go. Let's just talk to my group. And he still did $50,000 on a tiny group of 146 people. So not only do you get the done for you presentation success call, a 12 weeks of weekly Zoom calls with my expert team of coaches as needed. So every single week you have access to my experts. Diana is an expert at Facebook ads, running ads to grow a group. She's been doing this for over 3 years. Larry sold 5.4 million in high ticket sales. You have access to a sales expert. So you don't have to go and pay one-on-one coaching for like 6 people, right? You get all of us in this bundle. RJ trains Wednesdays in bots and automation. He's a master with tech. Muchita trains Fridays on systems operations and team building. And I train on Mondays. So you get to see me every Monday. So You get the Done For You presentation success call. You get the 12 weeks of weekly Zoom calls. And every single week, you get a one-on-one call with your accountability coach. One-on-one. And your accountability coach isn't like a random person that I don't know. You know, it's someone like Priyanka who has her own award-winning podcast. She has helped over 300 coaches monetize. She's coached under Tony Robbins. And she's the person that you're going to go and speak with one-on-one, and she will strategize with you. It's not just checking in with you to see where you are at and seeing if you did your work. It is strategizing with you so that the gaps that you have right now are getting filled in on a weekly basis. So not only do you get the Done For You presentation success call, the 12 weeks of weekly Zoom calls, the 4 one-on-one strategy calls every single month, so one a week, step-by-step pre-recorded video content in the membership portal if you could decide to go deeper on your own time. So you get access to a very robust membership portal. We have since moved to school just recently so that you can be part of school as you are going through the membership portal, which is step-by-step videos for you if you're a self-paced learner. So not only do you get the Done For You presentation success call, 12 weeks of weekly Zoom calls, every single week you meet up one-on-one with us as well. Step-by-step pre-recorded video content with membership portal. Private Slack channel, you have direct access to everyone on the team, including access to me. So at night, in the dead of the night, when you have an idea or you have something to say, you can go ahead and open up your phone and type it in and chat with us. And this is everyone's favorite, on-demand tech support one-on-one Zoom calls. So tech support every single day. You have tech help every single day. So we don't let technology get in the way of your success. So in total, you'll get the group traffic explosion profile optimization training, the irresistible offer creation framework, the 30-day content accelerator, my showcase event strategy and launch engine, the winning 5-day challenge template, my high-ticket $1 million selling system, delivered on a Done For You presentation success call, 12 weeks of weekly Zoom calls, every single week meeting one-on-one with our team, step-by-step pre-recorded video content in the membership portal, private Slack channel where you have direct access to everyone on the team, including me, and on-demand tech support calls one-on-one with Zoom. It's the game-changing support you deserve. And here is a big piece of it, right? I would love to give you the entire buffet, but sometimes you guys ask for a slice of an apple, right? When you know you deserve the buffet. You're going out there and buying like an apple here, a banana here, a little thing here, a little thing there, and then you have to like piecemeal it together on your own when you don't even know the roadmap. This is all in one, giving you the entire roadmap for you to have a sustainable, scalable business for your coaching, consulting, or service-based business. Who we are not for, by the way, is if you are selling an e-com product and you want to sell like 1,000 candles. We specialize with coaches, course creators, and agency owners and service-based businesses. So you're like, in fact, Kim, that's a lot of value. It's a total value of over $103,958. Okay, Kim, what is it going to cost me? So even if all you did was enroll 2 clients at $10K, that's $20,000 that you're going to get. So imagine, write this down, $20,000. That's 2 people, okay? And if you have 4 people, that's an extra $960,000 a year. That's just 4 people a month. That's it, 4. I'm not going to ask you for us to show you how to consistently enroll clients way more than 4 throughout the next 3 months. I'm not going to ask you for 100,000, even if Lambercu did over 250,000 in 5 days. I'm not going to ask you for 80K, even if Kim Seltzer, who teaches women how to date online, made $80,000 in 9 days working with us with 0 group members to start. I'm not going to ask for 40,000, even if Cecilia and Cheryl, when they came to us, they had no group, and their offer is an energy healing offer that they were charging for low ticket. We moved it to a $5,555 offer. They enrolled 10 people. They did $49,000 in 5 days. I'm not going to ask you for 40K. I'm not going to ask you for 30K or even 20 or even 10. But wait, do I have your permission to over deliver? You probably heard this before, some of you guys. Here is